Hey y'all, it's Aaliyah here, and welcome to my channel. I'm excited to jump on here today. I know it's been a minute since I posted a video, but I definitely want to come on here and share with you guys a few tips as I am preparing for my next trip, which is Jamaica. For those of you guys who've been following me for a while, you know that I absolutely love Jamaica. And I decided to use this trip. Well, first, I want to share here's why I'm going to Jamaica. It's my birthday week, and I pretty much found a fam trip that happened to fall on my birthday, and I'm going to be going over to Jamaica and checking out some of the resorts over there so that I can see what they're really about, if you should book there, if I recommend there, and if they are some great resorts. One thing that I definitely want to do is share with you the ins and outs of each resort. So, as a trusted travel advisor, this is something that I'm looking forward to doing to be sure that I'm putting my clients in nothing but the best. And then to just so you can see what some of these resorts have to offer. So I'll be going over there for a week and I'm going to observe, but also to learn, also to rest. So that was one of my focuses on this particular trip, to make sure that I am learning, growing as a travel advisor, but also that I'm going to get some play and some rest while I'm over there embracing and soaking up some of that sun over there. So this particular video, I wanted to jump on here to share with you guys how I love to pack when I am heading overseas. Now, I know that as a woman, we like to carry so many things and take all of our life with us as we head overseas. And I'm not sure if it's some men that like to pack like that as well. But I used to be an overpacker, but I recognize in order for me to save money when it comes to flying internationally, and also too to save money, not even just saving money, but I noticed that I don't like to travel, especially like flying with so much of luggage. It's too much to try to tackle, especially when you're in a hurry or especially when you have long walking distance. Those things are pretty hectic for me. And this is just for me. So I found some really unique ways to pack where I can get a lot of things in my carry-on bag. So I know a lot of people may be wondering, how can I get lots of things in my carry-on bag without um feeling like they left something. Okay. So this video is going to just be a breakdown on how you can pack things that you want to make sure that you remember to pack that can help you. So when you are traveling overseas or when you're just traveling in general, flying, just so that you can pack less things, but have options so you can feel like you have multiple things when you get over there. Number one thing I want to mention is one thing that I have learned to not do is procrastinate when it comes to packing. Here's why I decided not to do that. The reason being is because you always tend to leave something. So when I procrastinate, it seems like I forget something. I always have to stop by Walmart and Target, and that is always going to make me spend more money than what I need to spend. I'm in a season when I'm trying to save money. I try to get the most out of my travel without spending a lot of money. So I'm going to share with you guys that, but you have to keep an open mind. If you're very stuck in your ways and very particular about certain things, then some of these tips may not be for you. But if you're at a point, a breaking point, and you're like, okay, I want to do more, but how can I do this without spending so much or doing so much? Then I have a few tips that you probably can consider. Okay, so also Another thing that I will be sharing on this trip is the food. I hear people talk about the food often. What is the food like? Also, too, I hear people always wonder, um, what's the weather like? I'm going to be sure to capture all of these things as I head over there. And if you have any questions about things that I may not cover, I want you to be sure that you drop that comment in the comment box. All right, so let's get to my suitcase. And then I'll be able to share more details with you about what's in my suitcase. Okay, so we're gonna take the suitcase. As you can see, I have a carry-on suitcase. Um, this is carry-on. This is gonna be able to fit on the top. It's definitely gonna be able to fit on the top of over the over the seat. You'll be able to put this over the seat. Um, and it's very easy to ride with. It has four wheels. So these are pretty popular and pretty common now. So I just want to share with you guys a little bit on how I decided to pack so I can get the most out of this. Okay. So first off, my suitcase, um, I borrowed my sister's suitcase. She has just a consumption suitcase. But this is a pretty popular style for those who may be wondering what type of suitcase to get. Doesn't have to necessarily be just a consumption, but you can definitely use this style. So on this side is a zipper on this side, and also on this side is open. It's more open. So first thing I'm going to start with, just so you guys can see, when you are packing your clothes, I normally always put my clothes on this side where the zipper is. I'm just unzipping this so that you guys can see what that looks. Now I have about four bathing suits in here. Also, I have about 8 outfits. So I am not a folder, I am a roller. But what I do is I take my clothes and I try to both roll it down as tight as possible. You see that? And this come with a string. I'm gonna take that and wrap it around. Just like that. Okay. And that's how I get most of my clothes in. So I can put many clothes in and it's not it doesn't take up a lot of space. Same thing for shirts. I do the same thing. I'm gonna roll this down as tight as possible and stick it in space. Since I've been rolling clothes, folding them as small as possible and rolling them, that allows me to get as much as possible in my actual suitcase. Same thing with bathing suits. You want to do the same thing. And you want to roll it down as tight as possible. This is what's going to help you be able to get everything in, all of the clothes in. Okay. So most of the clothes that I bought um on this particular trip is just bathing suits and sundresses, so I can get the most out of my clothes. Now on this side, this is a lot of my lounge clothes, my lounging clothes, sleeping clothes, um, traveling clothes for when I'm getting on the plane and when I'm getting off the plane. And remember, this is a carry-on bag, so I'm always going to be able to still get into this suitcase if I need to be sure I'm able to get everything I need. So here's how you get the most out of your clothing. If you have lots of tights, as you can see, I have tights, different types of tights. You just take and fold these tights together like this, and you fold them up together. This is how you can get multiple clothes in without taking up so much space. Now I also have my tablet in here, but I'm probably gonna need that on the plane just so I won't have to pull my laptop out. All my shirts are in this. Oh damn, what is this? Oh, Spanx undergarment. That is in here. Now, let me tell you about shoes. Your shoe situation is a big deal, right? Because here's the key. You gotta think, how can I get the most out of my shoes with my outfit? So you want to make sure that you purchase outfits that are going to that you can have shoes with, that you don't feel like you gotta have different types, different color shoes with. So most of the time when I travel, I try to stick with neutral color. I use tan color, like these sandals, the green, as well as tan. The shoes that I plan to have on when I'm walking through the airport getting to Jamaica, those are black. And so what I decided to do was I made sure, and then I also have my bad. I also have my swimming shoes as well. And so with that being said, I only have about 4 pairs of shoes that's going with me on this trip. One pair I will have on as I'm heading over, and then in here as well, I have one pair of heels and they're neutral color, because if I decide to wear any of my sundresses and decide to wear them up, or if I decide not to wear them, dress it up, I have the flexibility of being able to put some heels on, or if I just want to be comfortable, then I can just put my sandals on. This is very important that you pack shoes that are pretty much flexible, and you want to make sure you have shoes that are comfortable for walking. So flip-flops are good, but you want to make sure that your flip-flops are pretty comfortable so that you're actually able to walk long distance if you have to. I plan to do a little bit of hiking. So the shoes that I have on walking through the airport, those are going to be what I use as I am doing any outdoor activities. Yes. So that is key. Now I want to share with you guys what I did with my heels, because you're probably wondering, okay, so where does she put her toiletries and stuff like that? So all of my feminine items and items that I needed, I utilize those for my shoes. Most of them are still in containers, so still sanitized. Like my toothbrush is still in the container on the plastic wrapper, so I stuck that in my shoe. And this helps so that I am taking up less space. I have some wet ones, some white, and then inside the shoe, now these shoes zipping up, I have lotion, I have my deodorant, and I also have my sunscreen. Do not go to Jamaica without sunscreen. You will come back with a sunburn, okay? So we're gonna put that back in there and zip that back up. because I did not have like one of those little pouches. I didn't have one, and it was going to take up too much space. So I utilized my shoes. Then we have more lotion. This is body wash. We also have some soap and more body wash in there just in case you need it. Then that is all I have in here. Okay. And so with my tablet, I put that under my clothes just to support it. Okay. Put that back. Put this back up. Lastly is my book bag. And I love to take a book bag just in case there's any extra room that I need, any space that I need. So, and then I also take a book bag because when you get there, say for instance, when I get there and we do any traveling, and I have to take my beach towel, or if I have to take extra clothing, if I decide to go off the resort. So I decided to take a book bag so that I can store those things in my actual book bag. Now, also going over there to the resort, to Jamaica, I have bags in here. One is full of sunscreen and facial products and toothpaste and a toothbrush, extra toothbrush. You never know, you might need it. Then I have my vitamins. Now I do plan to take these out of this and put them in something smaller because you can't have those bigger bottles going on the plane. And then also in my book bag, I like to keep my mind focused um to help me not focus on time so much. So I have my notepad. I also have books. I have a few different books, different types of books in case I get bored. Let me show y'all some of my books that I plan to read. I have such a mixture collection right now. So I'm definitely reading My Own It by Tabitha Coffee. And then I have first 15 minutes. The first 15 minutes of digging. Then I have Sapelo Island book. I want to learn more about Sapelo Island. The prayer the power of a praying wife. That's a good read. And lastly, Millionaire Success Habits. So these are my books collection. No, I'm not going to read all these books, but if you're anything like me, I like to read different books at the same time. I don't know why, but sometimes I just want to jump in and out of different books. And some lip gloss. You definitely want to make sure you got some lip gloss because it's something about traveling that makes your lips sharp. All right. And then also, I have my laptop in here and my charger and some bobby pins. I think I got some bobby pins and holders. So if I want to change my hairstyle up, I can do that as well. And that is okay. And then lastly, I'm going to take a purse, crossover purse. Pretty small, but pretty flexible. So you want to take your own water bottle carrier because the actual water bottle, they're going to take those. So you can take a water bottle and that will help so that they'll actually be able to, you can take that on a plane. Now, you want to make sure that you have money, definitely money. As you can see, I have some Jamaican money from the last time that I visited, so I'll be using some of this when I go back over there. You want to make sure that you take cash, and I'll talk about that later. But you want to make sure that you have some loose cash, especially dollar bills. I have more chapstick. You want to make sure you have that. You want to make sure that you have your passport. This is very, very important. Do not leave America without it. You will not get on the plane. Different types of shades. I have some that are darker, some are lighter, according to how the sun want to flow. Um, and just in case you need to do some writing. And last but not least, do not forget your AirPods. Okay, so that's pretty much all that I have for you guys today. So I want you to be sure that you pack effectively. You may feel like you need to take more things than what I pack, and that's absolutely okay. But I'm pretty simple, not hard to please, so I try to travel lightly. Um, but if you have any travel questions about what you should prepare, what else you should prepare, anything that I left out, drop those down in the comment section. And I hope that this video was helpful. I plan to post a little bit more as I'm traveling to Jamaica so that you guys can actually get to know more and more and more about Jamaica. Thank you.